Hi everyone, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to share a very simple yet delicious recipe for garlic shrimp. And it's kind of like a shrimp scampi, but I'm not going to be using any white wine. So I'm just going to call it garlic shrimp. And it's so easy to put together, so I promise you guys are going to love this recipe. If you want to see how I do it, keep watching. So I have about 1.5 pounds of shrimp here. It's shelled and deveined. All that's left is the little tail. So I don't mind that being on. I find it gives the shrimp a nice look. So I like to leave the tail on. If you buy the shrimp with the shell already on it, you can take the entire shell off and just devein it. So I've washed this with some lime already, so it's clean. Now I'm going to season with a little bit of green seasoning. And this is just a basic green seasoning from the Caribbean. And I'll have the recipe for this linked in the upper right hand corner. I'm gonna add salt last because I'm adding some Cajun seasoning. So when I was out in New Orleans, Louisiana, everyone was talking about this slap your mama seasoning. Every restaurant we went to, the food was so amazing. And when you ask them what's the secret in it, they tell you it's this Cajun seasoning. There's different types. I actually only got this one and I regret not getting any more because it's so good. So this is just a Cajun seasoning. Let me tell you what the ingredients are. It's salt, red pepper, black pepper and garlic. But for some reason this blend goes so great in any types of meat or any dishes that you add it to. It gives it such a unique kick. So I'm not going to add any pepper to the shrimp because this is very spicy and I love the heat that it has in it. So I'm going to add a generous amount. And the good part about this is it contains no MSG. So you don't have to be worried about that. I also like to go in with some crushed red pepper. Now you just want to go ahead and give that a mix. Now I'm just going to add a tiny sprinkle of salt, not too much. Because as I mentioned, that Cajun seasoning does contain salt. So you can always add salt, but you can't take it out. So just remember that. At the end when you taste it, if it needs more salt, you can add it at that point. So I'm also going to go in with some cracked black pepper. And it's as simple as that to season it. So all I'm going to do is just let this marinate for a little while. If you don't want to let it marinate, you can go right ahead and start cooking it. To a cold pan, you want to go ahead and add some oil. Usually olive oil is used. I'm using some avocado oil. And right away you want to add your garlic in. And all exact measurements that I'll be using today will be listed in the description box below. So the reason for adding the garlic to that cold oil is you want it to infuse into the oil and you don't want it to burn too quickly. You want it to heat up slowly with the oil. And you can turn your heat on to about medium-high heat now and slowly let the garlic and the oil warm up to temperature. After you hear that nice sizzle, now it's time to add the butter in. I'm going to add some of this Kerrygold butter. You can add any type of butter you want. This is just the butter of my preference. And I'm adding just about 2 tablespoons. Okay, this is probably a little more than 2 tablespoons, but you know what they say, more butter, more better. I think that anything you add butter to, it's so good. And butter goes great with seafood. So once that's melted now, just let it go for the next minute and then we'll add our shrimp in. So now I'm going to go ahead and add those lovely seasoned shrimp in there. And immediately you're going to hear that loud sizzle when the shrimp touches that butter. And the smells that you're going to smell in your kitchen is unbelievable. So you want to stir that shrimp in there. It's not going to take too long to cook. You want them to get slightly opaque and slightly pink. So after about 3 minutes, the shrimp should be totally cooked. So the last thing I'm going to finish it up with is some lemon juice. And that's just about a tablespoon. I'm gonna turn the heat off now because I want to stop that cooking process. And I'm gonna finish with some chopped parsley. And my little Trini kick, some chopped Shadon Beni or Culantro. And it's as simple as that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this really quick yet delicious recipe for garlic shrimp or shrimp scampi. If you liked the video, be sure to give it that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe to my channel to see all the latest videos. And leave me all your comments, questions and suggestions in the comment section below. And until I see you guys again in my next video, bye!